Today, you and I are going to rediscover Duran Duran's classic album, Medazzaland. And if you're wondering what rediscovery is, it's something that I've come up with rather than review, because I had someone comment, why are we reviewing these albums from so long ago? They've already been reviewed. We know everything about them. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So we're not going to review them. We're going to rediscover them. So we're going to take them off the shelf, the CD or the cassette tape or however you bought it back in 1997, and we're going to listen to it again and figure out why we liked it so much, or maybe try to find reasons to like it. But before I go on, if you're new here, or if you've been watching the channel and you've just not subscribed yet, now's a really good time to do it, and I will tell you why. I've not started this yet, but I'm going to in the future. I'm going to do a subscriber giveaway, and the prize is going to be this record. Try not to have too much glare there. And this is really cool. This is the limited edition double vinyl of Duran Duran's first album, and it's the original 1981 copy. It's not the one with Please, Please Tell Me Now. So it's got the original album plus a 12-inch bonus track. And side 2 of the second record is going to be Planet Earth Night Mix, and then Girls on Film Night Mix. All you have to do at this point, because I'm not starting this yet, but you can get a jump on things and go ahead and subscribe, because that's going to be one of the prerequisites to winning that record. So go ahead and do that. So a little bit about Medazzaland. Again, like I said, it was released in 1997, and it was their 9th studio album and a follow-up to their album, which I've already reviewed or rediscovered. Thank you. At this point, Duran Duran are Simon Le Bon, Nick Rhodes, we have Warren, Cuccurullo, and John Taylor, but then John Taylor drops out and actually quits the band before the record is actually finished. So Duran Duran ended up re-recording some of the tracks that he was already a part of just to get them finished and to take them out and, whatever they needed to do. So I usually talk about how these albums rank on the charts with the particular countries that are watching this channel the most. But this particular album was only released in North America, Latin America, and Japan. And the only stat I was able to get was in Canada, it peaked at number 66, and in US, it peaked at number 58. So let's just go ahead and dive right into the record. Song number 1 is called Medazzaland. Now, this song was inspired by a mind-altering drug that Simon Le Bon took because he was having dental work. And this song in particular was the first song by Duran Duran to feature a different vocalist rather than Simon Le Bon. Now, without looking, let's have a pop quiz. Pop quiz already. We're only few minutes into the video and I'm already quizzing you. I know who it is, but I want to see who of you know who it is. So tell me, comment down below and tell me, who was the lead vocalist? He did talk. He was basically talking, but he did a fantastic job. So which one of the members had the lead vocal in the song? Comment down below. Let me know. Don't cheat. Don't look it up. Just guess. It'd be more fun if you just guess. If everybody gets it right, then maybe you're just like really good, avid Duran Duran fans, or you cheated. Don't cheat. Anyway, I think this particular track was very artistic, and I like the way that they started the album with this. I think it was bold, but I think it worked out, and I really enjoyed it. I like the sound of this particular song, and I thought it was very interesting and got my attention. I would say that most people probably go ahead and skip through it just to get to Big Bang Generation, but I don't know. I think it adds to it. Well, anyway, speaking of Big Bang Generation, that is going to be track number 2. Okay, the second song is called Big Bang Generation. I like this song a lot. It slowly fades in with drums, which is kind of cool because Medazzaland fades out and then this fades back in. I think artistically they're really trying here, and I think it's definitely noticed that they are. But there's a lot of guitars by Warren. It's got a very good verse, very good chorus. It's a very memorable song. Big Bang Generation. It's just a fun song. It's got a really nice hook, And I also think the sound of the song is kind of like a carryover from the Wedding album. I'm not saying that they recorded it during the Wedding album. I'm just saying it's just got that same kind of sound. Like this song could have been on the Wedding album and it would have fit perfectly. So now the third track is, everybody knows the song Electric Barbarella. This song, Warren actually plays the bass and the guitar on this song, so he does a really good job there, and it's got a really good chorus, real nice catchy chorus, and it's almost anthemic if you really listen to it. But there's a great mixture. I like how the guitars and the keyboards mix together. I think it's great. This particular single peaked at number 42 and is considered the first digital download ever. And because of that, on the internet, of course, that's what I read. I'm like, on the internet, where else are you going to download from? But anyway, but it didn't really do that well. And I think a lot of these retailers were, they didn't want to stock the record, or if they did have to stock the record, they didn't promote the record because they were kind of weirded out by the fact that you could download it too. And they found it to be kind of infringing on what they do. So nobody was happy. So basically the beginning of the digital download era was started by Duran Duran, and it did not go well. Now it's normal. Okay, off to the next song. It's track number 4, which is Out of My Mind. This is the first song on the album that I think actually sounds like, classic Duran Duran, or Duran Duran, more recent classic Duran Duran. This song was written by Simon, and it was the final song of a trilogy that was written for his late friend David Mills, or is it Miles? The other two are Do You Believe in Shame and Ordinary World. Those were the first two, and this one is going to complete that trilogy written to his friend. This particular single had 2 B-sides. One was Silver Halo, and the other one was called Sinner and Saint. Sinner and Saint was actually written for the album, or for the movie The Saint. But Sinner or Saint didn't actually make this album, Medazzaland, as you know. So stay tuned at the end when I'm gonna have released some supplemental videos talking about the B-sides and the outtakes on this album. So make sure you watch the following videos so you can get those as well. Out of My Mind is a very gorgeous song with a beautiful chorus and a very nice harmony. And it's very musically full sounding. Another favorite part of the song is the bridge with the spoken word by Simon. It's one of my favorites. This is definitely one of the better songs on the album. Who Do You Think You Are is the next track, track number 5. This one is, I think it's a very well structured ballad with a really good sound. It starts out soft, but once the chorus hits, they go like into this full rock ballad. If you ever listen to it, and they don't really let up until the very end. So it's got really good energy. And I imagine, like, whenever I hear the song in my head, I just imagine the band playing in front of a live crowd with their big hair metal, hair, like back in the 80s, and just playing the song in like slow motion. That's how I picture it. I probably need to stop doing that, or hopefully I'm not going to make you guys do that every time you hear it. But that's the kind of feel I get whenever I hear the song. But it's really fun. Yeah, it's a great song. Who Do You Think You Are? All right, song number 6 is called Silver Halo. I find this song to be a throwaway song. I don't think it's very needed. It's like they found a nice synth groove and just looped it, added some percussion and some nice haunting lyrics, and then repeated that for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's really all I have to say about it. I mean, it was a B-side, and probably for good reason. All right, this next song is called Be My Icon. It's track number 7. Actually, I got some notes here. This is another song with John Taylor. This is one that he actually did. It's got more synth keyboards and the typical Warren guitar. And then it has like Simon stacked vocals in the verse. If you listen to it, it's very mundane, but good lyrics. And then the chorus explodes into this completely different song. It's so melodic and beautiful. I mean, it's basically becomes melodic in like the pre-chorus, and then it kind of breaks down in the chorus with more layered Simon vocals. for harmony's sake, and a nice Warren guitar and a good beat. So it's a really good song. But in the bridge, the sounds of the guitar is what I consider a typical Warren sound. I don't like this kind of tone, and I don't like his kind of guitar play. And this is one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm not a big Warren fan, because I just don't think I like these choices of how to play guitar. But in the end, after this video, check out my bonus videos, because I'm using these shorts, or called YouTube shorts, to record my thoughts on the bonus tracks and the B-sides and things like that. Now, Be My Icon, this is very cool. Let me look at my notes. I don't want to mess this up. There's another Duran Duran member that actually sings in a previous version, actually does a lot of talking, in a previous version of Be My Icon, and it has a completely different name. So the song is way different. Simon is still in there. He's doing the chorus, but the lyrics are different. It's really cool. So stay tuned and watch the bonus videos. You'll see what that is. Okay, song number 8, Buried in the Sand. This one I kind of wish I hadn't have done. Buried in the Sand is a song written for John Taylor after he quit. And the lyrics say, actually, I was looking through the lyrics. It says, I tried to pull you back, but your head was buried in the sand. So I guess once he left, they tried to bring him back and he wouldn't do it. And they're just saying that his head was buried in the sand. So this is a song that had a particular meaning, but I don't know if it really had any musical value for the album. And I would have rather it been a B-side, or, just a bonus song for later on, but it's on this album. But it's like a mid-tempo song that has like a Middle East, Far East kind of sound to it. And Simon vocals continue in harmony throughout the whole song. And again, I just consider it a throwaway, so not a great song for me. All right, track number 9. We're almost close to the end here. Track number 9 is called Michael. You've Got a Lot to Answer For, which I thought for the longest time was just the weirdest song title. But it's very gorgeous. And it's actually about the lead singer of NXS, Michael Hutchence. And now this song was written and released before Michael's untimely death. So it's kind of haunting that it happened this way, because it's Simon Le Bon reaching out to Michael, offering help. And I guess it, we know what happened. This is one of the very few Duran Duran songs that has an acoustic guitar. And this is another one that we don't have John playing, so Warren is playing the bass on this song. But it's a very well-sung song by Simon that seems to come from a place, his vocals seem to come from a place of honesty and sincerity. Even though the vocals are beautiful, they aren't flashy whatsoever. And I think it's one of Simon's more emotionally driven songs vocally. So I like this song a whole lot. But some of the backing music, when I remember not really hearing it until maybe towards the end. Just some of the stuff that I was hearing in the background, probably generated by Nick Rhodes, was very Sting sounding, like what's it called? Dream of the Blue Turtles? Heck, I don't even know. I don't even remember the name of that album. Comment down below. Tell me the name of Sting's album. Dream of the Blue Turtles. Am I saying that right? It's one of my favorite albums. I can't remember the name of it. It's just such a long title. I don't remember. But I'm hearing that in the background, so that's kind of weird. All right, let's get down to song number 10, Midnight Sun. Another mid-paced track with a dreamy Simon vocal, as I call it. The verse is unusually melodic, and oddly enough, John Taylor and Warren are both credited to play the bass, but I doubt that's the case. I think what happened is John probably just helped write the song, and probably enough for them to have to credit him, but Warren played the bass. That's my guess. The bridge is my favorite part, including the breakdown at the end when it's just Simon's voice. I really think they broke it down to the end very well. I hear there's another version of the song that has a better ending, but I like this ending. I think it's really good. All right, song number 11, So Long Suicide. This one has John. He's playing the bass on this one. And this song is about, I was going to do a pop quiz again, but I'll just tell you. This song is about the suicide of Kurt Cobain. Despite the slow start and the slow finish, this is actually a pretty good rock song, which naturally is going to feature Warren playing electric guitars and Simon matching the feel of this rock song with his vocals. I feel like Duran Duran does such a good job when they're doing rock stuff, like White Lines. I mean, they made that into like a rock tune, and it's so good. I think they do really, really good. Maybe that's where I like Warren the best. It's when he's just all out rock and roll. But like I've been saying, be sure you check out the bonus shorts that I will put after this video, because there's going to be more outtakes that sound very rock and roll for Duran Duran. I think they do a good job. So check those out. And the last song, Undergoing Treatment. This is a terrible way to end an album. Unlike the last album that we rediscovered, which was Paper Gods, that album had a beautiful ending. It was perfect. This one is the worst. It went from like one of the best to one of the worst. But this particular song is a shot at the media because of the media's vast criticism of Duran Duran. So there was really more of a reason to do the song, and I think they focused on the meaning more than the music, and I think that messed it up. So I think it's really weak, especially for an ending song. Not a good way to go out. It's goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of goofy. And the only good thing I really like about the song is the bridge. This is the only time in the entire song that I feel like they're actually being serious. But also I hear the Beatles in the bridge. And there was another song that I thought I heard a little bit of the Beatles in it, and I missed it. I forgot where it was, so I didn't mention it. Maybe if you know, you can comment down below and say what part of this album, if it reminded you of the Beatles, where was it? Maybe like A Day in the Life, how that ends up, or, kind of close to the end of that song. I'm not sure. So that's all 12 songs. That is my take on Medazzaland. That is us rediscovering this album. Hopefully we've found some stuff that you've not thought of before or not heard before, and you can go back and listen to it and be like, yeah, that's cool. But I do think there are a couple of songs in there that we could probably throw away. This is about a 50-minute album. The studio version is about 50 minutes long, so they can handle throwing a song or two away, and I think it would have made it a much stronger album, in my opinion. So that's it. Don't forget to visit us on Instagram at RedMug Music. I'm on Twitter at RedMug Music, just the same. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new or if you haven't done it yet. And don't forget, this is coming soon, so make sure you subscribe so you're eligible to win that, and I'll have more details about that later. Don't forget to visit the merchandise shop. Check out what we got going on in there. And my sponsor, I'll put her information down below. It's Holly Carter with the Magic for Less Travel, giving you the personalized service and expert guidance you need for the vacation you deserve. I'll put her link down below so you can request a free, no obligation quote so you can go ahead and get started on that vacation, because you deserve it, so you need to do that. Don't forget to check out the bonus videos following this one, which I'm going to be reviewing and talking about the bonus material and outtakes that didn't actually make the album. And I think it's really cool stuff, so make sure you check those out and comment. Let me know if you've heard them before. So that's going to be it. I will see you next time.